A beautiful afternoon to you. Thanks for joining me on The Word at noon. My name is Remy Allen. Ahead of Saturday's governorship and state assembly elections, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has ordered the restriction of all forms of vehicular movement on roads, waterways, and other forms of transportation from midnight to 6 p.m. election day. However, those on essential services such as officials of the Independent National Electoral Commission, electoral observers, accredited media and observers, as well as emergency responders are excluded. The Inspector General of Police also barred Amotekun Corps, as well as other states' established security outfits and privately owned outfits from participating in election security management. Usman Baba urged citizens to be law-abiding during and after the elections, even as he assured Nigerians placed to ensure they exercise their franchise unhindered. Meanwhile, ahead of tomorrow's governorship and House of Assembly elections, the Federal High Court of Nigeria says it is suspending proceedings today, March 17, and Monday, March 20. The Chief Judge of the Federal High Court, Justice John Soho, has directed the court's justices to preside over cases up until yesterday, the 16th, before proceeding on break. However, they are to resume on Tuesday, March 21, 2 days after the polls. The break is to allow the judges vote for printing election materials to Binami Printing Press Limited. The printing press is alleged to be linked to the ruling party's governorship candidate in Adamawa, Aishatu Ahmed, popularly known as Binami. It was gathered that the contract was awarded for the printing of election result sheets and security documents for the general elections. INEC National Commissioner and Chairman of Information and Voter Education, Festus Okoye, in a statement, said the contract was handed out after competitive and transparent bidding. Okoye said the electoral body carried out a due diligence inspection process, adding that the APC governorship candidate was not listed as one of the directors of the company. Away from election matters, convicted kidnap kingpin Chukwudumeme Nwamadike, popularly known as Evans, has been rearranged before a Lagos High Court sitting in Tafawa Balewa Square, Lagos, for alleged kidnapping and attempted murder. Evans was rearranged by Lagos State government along with 3 others, Joseph Emeka, Victor Aduba, and Opera Liners, before Justice Ibironke Harrison. The defendants, who were rearranged on a 5-count charge bordering on conspiracy, kidnapping, and attempted murder, pleaded not guilty to the charges preferred against them. Justice Harrison adjourned trial to May 3 and 4, 2023. The Nigeria Center for Disease Control and Prevention says at least 389 persons have been infected with diphtheria in Nigeria, killing 62 of them in 2023. The week 9 diphtheria situation from NCDC revealed that Kano leads with 377 cases, followed by Lagos with 7, Yobe 2, while Katsina, Osun, and Kaduna reported 1 case each. Diphtheria is a bacterial infection caused by Cosnobacterium species that affects the nose, throat, and sometimes the skin. Also, a total of 1,064 suspected cases were reported from 21 states, with Kano taking the lead with 843, Yobe 86, Katsina 46, Lagos 22, Sokoto 14, and Zamfara 13. The United States Counter-Terrorism Training Program for West African Forces is underway in 3 countries. The training program, known as Flintlock, has brought together more than 400 soldiers from Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana to bolster the skills of forces. Akintunde Akinshemola has the detail.
Soldiers swarm onto a ferry on Ghana's Volta River, disarming the kidnappers on board. But this was not a real hostage situation. The soldiers from Nigeria, Cote d'Ivoire and Ghana were taking part over the past week in first-time drills organized by the United States military. It is part of the US's Flintlock program, aimed at bolstering the skills of West African forces. The initiative has expanded, says Commander of the U.S. Cooperative Command for Africa, Admiral Milton Sands, to help coastal nations tackle maritime threats.
A real issue in the Gulf of Guinea. Another one is illegal, unregulated, and unauthorized fishing. So we see a variety of different countries fishing in here and really pulling material resources, fish and protein, from the coastal West Africa shores without permission.
Sands added that illegal fishing not only robs the region of key food source, but also fuel other criminal activities, including drug and human trafficking. The commander of Ghana's Naval Training Command, Commodore Godwin Blessing, says efforts to deal with foreign stealing from Ghana's waters had been hampered by lack of resources.
If we had enough ships that are out there and they knew that we are monitoring the place, we'll be able to curb this situation.
Flintlock drills come amid an offensive by the U.S. in Africa as it seeks to counter the influence of China and Russia on the continent. According to a 2002 report by the Financial Transparency Coalition of Non-Governmental Organizations, illegal, unreported and unregulated IUU fishing along West Africa coast is happening at an estimated $9.4 billion per year through illegal financial flows. The report says up to 10 countries involved in IUU fishing in the region, 8 were Chinese, and that a third of all vessels sported Chinese flags. Akintunde Akinshemola for Osrc News.
Pakistan's police and other security officials have left Zaman Park, prompting celebrations among Oyster Prime Minister Imran Khan's supporters who cheered. The Rangers and police personnel had closed in on Imran Khan's residence to arrest him in a corruption case. However, a court order for them to vacate prompted cheers and celebrations among his supporters.
जब तक साफ और शफाफ इलेक्शन नहीं होते और जब तक पार्टी का नया लायामल नहीं आता, हम इंशाल्लाह ताला सीसा पिलाई दीवार की तरह खड़े हैं। जो भी गोली आएगी, जो भी बुरी आंधी आएगी, वो हमें चीर के अंदर जाएगी हमारे।
And with that story, we conclude the Word at noon. Thanks so much for watching. Good afternoon.